What's going on, everybody? This is Yang with Wild Eats. It's great to be back. Well, I've been receiving a lot of comments and questions regarding my Halloween buck hunt and harvest of 2019, last year. And so I'm going to be breaking down my approach to the tree stand, how I played the wind, how I knew if there were even deer there, how the whole hunt came to be. It's October 31st, 2019, Halloween. I decided to park my car in the southwest part of the map here, right into the bottom left. And the reason why is that there was this north off wind. And it was beneficial to me because generally the wind comes from the northwest. It blows over this crest and over into the buck's bedding. But with this off wind from the north, I was able to approach my stand location and set up the tree stand without any of the deer knowing, with the off wind again, and me being on the southwest or south facing slope, that I was able to consider in the evening that there were going to be thermals. When the thermals come into play, air cools and it sinks down to the bottom of the ravines. Now with the wind blowing and the thermals pushing my scent down to this side of the valley that I was going to be not picked off, I tested the wind with my milkweed, and it worked. So there were two main trails. One went all the way up to private land, ag land, and the other one went to the west into an oak flat right over here across the ravine. Eventually a doe made its way up the hill and a buck followed. There was obviously some nervousness from the doe. I think I had made some noise or moved a little bit while the deer were coming up the hill, and that's what caused them to be nervous. But the squirrels were behind me and making a bunch of ruckus also, so I think the doe was more at ease when it saw the squirrels making a bunch of noise. It was still pretty cautious though, because as the buck is approaching the screen, the doe had already walked past, and it's in the top left behind this pine tree. But as the doe's looking at me, the buck's also looking at me too. And it's wondering what's going on because the doe's wondering what's going on, and I can't make the draw. The only way I can make the draw is if the buck takes its attention off of me, walks a few steps so I can make that quick draw, and then obviously it hears something again. The camera arm is about a foot away from me to the left, and it looks like a perfect shot. But where I'm standing, it's impossible to try to hit the deer in the vital organs because of this baby tree right here. All I need for the buck is to take another foot forward or two, and it'll be a perfect shot into the vitals. And that's when I make the call. So in a nutshell, we want to be sure that we use the wind to our maximal benefit. We also want to understand thermals and how we could play a role in the evening, as well as how do we approach this using the wind and thermals, finding my tree stand and the location where it needs to be on the hill in relation to the buck and doe bedding. But the buck and doe bedding scouting, that's for a different video, so stay tuned. That basically wraps up the breakdown of my hunt. I hope that you guys learned a little bit of something and enjoyed it. If you have more questions, I'll probably have more tutorials on what thermals are or playing the wind. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, that you guys have a wonderful football season, and that you guys continue taking care of yourselves and your families, and that you all stay healthy. So I'll see you all soon. Take it easy. Wild Eats.